Facebook is kicking you off and kicking you on. I'm now live on mine, Junk Journals, and my YouTube. So I'm sorry to say, hello Truda, hello Rachel, hi Angela. So I'm a bit concerned, but everyone's having problems. It's not just me, it's not just you, but we've got people sort of saying that they can't access this. I've had to go in, remove it, and add it again. Go in and remove it and add it again. So I've had to add all of my destinations again via FaceStream. I don't know what it is. I haven't got a clue. And here's the door. Sorry about this. Talk amongst yourself. For you. Cheers, thank you. You all right with that? Yeah, cheers. Thank you. Bye-bye. Right, sorry about that. It's my show for Sunday. I'm on Create and Craft on Sunday, so it's a show that I've just been sent the product, which is laughable, really, isn't it? So now, so I'm going to wait a little minute because I don't know what's happening with all this. I know we've had Marcia, Andrew, Natasha, all these people have had problems getting in and out. So I can only say, sorries. Yep. Can you not see me? It says I'm live here. Oh, for God's sake, this is driving me nutty. But it is a problem. I don't know what it is. Maybe they're realising that they're gonna charge for it and say, yeah, oh, look at all these people using it. Let's go and charge. Anyway, it's just got me down a bit because, well, I don't like that. So we've got Trude, we've got Rachel, hello, Angela, and we've got some more people over on, let's see who's on Facebook, on YouTube. Oh, what have I just done? Oh, don't do that. And I'm not going to touch it because it's going ape. So anyway, I had an option of doing a couple today, and I thought, nah, just going to go with stuff I like best. So, now I'm hoping that you can see this okay. I've just got a piece of craft brown. It's not great to see, I do realise that, but maybe if I put it on my sketchbook, blowing it, might be a bit better. So that doesn't make any sod's loss, does it? It doesn't matter to me, does it? But what I was thinking is there's two options you can do. I was thinking about doing something for a journaling block or something for a tag, something like that. And it could be for a card or anything. Sorry, it's going all wrong. It's going all wrong. So anyway, I'm going to start it. I was going to do another elephant, but I'm getting a bit fed up of any elephants myself. So all I'm going to do is do a 6x6 square, okay, on this craft. So just going to go with the square on that side there. That does help if you get some graphite with us. So just a 6x6 square. It's a bit bigger than 6x6, but I don't really care. And then put that in, and hopefully we'll get a nice square on corners. Well, we've had a nightmare, personally, and oh yeah, I want to join in with all that. Oh, what? I want to join in with all that. I need to take my antihistamine. I'm itching like mad now. So I've got this square. Oh, we're losing people. I hope it's not because of the picture. Right, so I've got this square, and I always like to draw in it, don't I? I always like to sort of have an image to sort of bear with. I'm hoping that it is viewable, and I want to use a fine pencil actually, because try this one. Okay, so yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the scene first. Oh, I've got a terrible itch. Right, so what I'm going to do is this is silly. I'm not having a great time. Everything seems to be going ape. Everything I do. So is that a H or what? Oh, no wonder it's a 2H. I don't want a 2H. Why is that a 2H as well? To be or not to be. So where's my sharpener? Right, let's get my sharpener on it. Sorry, this is a B. So drop it out a little bit. Just get my sharpener on it. Right, so I've got a 2B. Right, a quick info break. The wisdom that is Facebook isn't talking to YouTube as well as it should. So what's happening is that we're losing a lot of the privileges, and a big thank you to Sharon for pointing it out. Said that another group, don't know which group it was, saw it, and they've come up with it. So they've realised what's going on before I did, because I've had a bloody trauma. And so I've set up JamaTube so that you can download your own. You can download your own videos onto the JamaTube. So if you are doing lives, just let us know, and myself and other moderators will be able to just sort of help you out. Right, so what I'm doing is I'm just sizing it out, and I'm doing sort of, it's got to be seaside-y feel, hasn't it? So I have got some rocks here. So I've just got some pebbles, okay? So we've got our brown base, we've got our pencils, and I'm going to be using black and white, okay? So I'm going to be using these with it as well. So I'm just drawing some what we call ellipses, all right? So I'm drawing the back ones first, and then on top I'm drawing the ones in front. It might look a bit confusing, but it will get better, honestly. So at the bottom I'm going to draw a massive one, and then I'll show you what I'm doing, right? And it's sort of covered. So it's a bit like my fire, this. So we've got, this is for me to chill this, by the way, guys, because we had a right trauma with our friends, and although it's settled down, it's the aftermath is one of, you know, making you ill and stuff. So yeah, it has a traumatic effect. So what I've done is I've done these. So I'm going to put in, I want some gaps on them, right? So what I don't want is, I don't want to do the whole thing, but what I do want to do is set the ones up first. But what I do need to do, oh, here we go. What I do need to do, I bet I've not got it down here. Oh, will I have to run around? Will I have to run around like a banana? Yeah, I better do. Come on, I had some, didn't I? Come on with it, come on. See, it's got to be here. Oh, for crying out loud. I've got some. I knew we had some. Right, okay. So what you need is, I quite like these, but never mind. I have got some masking tape, or what's it called, this stuff? Thingy tape. I think that might be a bit strong. Oh no. So I've left this way too old, but I'm not worried. So what you get is, okay, you do need a knife, maybe, and you get some little, it might be better with masking tape, but hey ho, right? So I think we only need a couple of these. I want the bits in the middle, and the bits in the middle have got no edges. That don't sound sensible, but it'll be, in a minute it'll sort of explain. So I'm going to choose where, like that, okay. All will become clear, she says. So this is a bit plasticky, this stuff. So I've got a funny feeling it won't react the same way, but we'll see. So different sizes. And it will change because we'll have different sizes on it. So we'll go for that first. Now this is me. I've made this up. So unless somebody's come up with it before, I haven't got a clue. So this is one in the front. Oh, Lou, what is that? Oh, hang on. What's that say? Oh, I'm doing okay. Thank you. So I've put my pebble there. Okay. I'm just making it a bit darker here. So this is the one I'm doing on the top. It's not staying like that, although you can do it. So now what I'm going to do is I've got my pen and I'm just going to go to the edges, not over it. Okay, so I've got that. Then what you do, this is really important, is you get, you know what to do, don't you? Oh, put that in a bit. It's a bit, I've cutted this. Get in your sausage. All right, so now what I'm going to do is get rid of the non-useful lines. So anything that's not needed. I love it because I was doing this the other day and it was because my pen ran out and I went, oh wow, look at that. So I'm just getting rid of these and I'll put them back on in a minute. It doesn't really matter that you haven't got them perfect, but so I've gone over my pebble. I'll put these back on. Like that. And then I'll rub over the top with them. But it's really not, it's not paramount, you know. If it goes a bit skew with, it really don't matter. Seriously doesn't matter. So just put that there. Okay. Oh, for crying out loud. Right. Okay. So we'll look at the next one now. And I've got some that are a little bit straight, but I really don't mind. So you're just going to go over that one there. Oh, hang on. Miss this one here. This one here. Put another one, maybe just there. And then I'm going to do the same. So everything now is behind. Okay. So you start the front and then work backwards. And the reason you're doing that is so that you don't. Right, so this is in the front, so it's got to be this one. I hope it makes sense. So okay, so just put that on there. Push it down a bit. Now I'm going to get this Now, if somebody else has done this, I've not seen it. This is a first for me. So I've done that one as well. Okay. You hear him? If they come off, they come off. It really doesn't matter. Seriously doesn't. In fact, pulling them off is better because you can get rid of pencil lines. Might not get it all done today, but you'll get an idea. I might make the others bigger, you see. So it's feasible because I know got a live at 2. So got that one there, them 3 done. I'm not going to bother too much with this being going to change the direction now. Now I know this is at the back, so it won't really matter, but we'll just get the idea. So that's at the back. We're going to draw it in. So okay, so we've got that one in there. And as we do them, we'll change them, you see. So just rub that out again. Look like that. I've lost that bit, but I'll put it back in a minute. There we go. As we do it. I know it's not that one, but it doesn't matter. Right, so we've got that one, and I might get rid of some of these because they might be too much, but let's put a bigger one in the background. And the reason it looks dead strange, why have you done all that then if you've just changed him? Because I can. Because I actually can. And I quite like the idea of being able to change my ideas when I want to and not being sort of, you know, having to conform to sort of one idea, stick with it. I can do it as many as a blooming want. So now what I've done, you see, this is a bit out of whack. Can you see? So I need to just pull that up and straighten it. So I'm just going to pull it up and straighten it that way, and the same with these. So what we're doing is layers, and the layers in the background are changing each time there's a new layer. So we've got diagonal, see it's a bit still, don't matter. So we've got straight ones, diagonal, up and down, perpendicular. So now I'm going to draw in the pebble. Like that. Okay, so it's sort of sitting in the front, yeah? So what I'm going to do is, let's see, rub them out. I think maybe just one here in the back. So let's get this here, draw one in like it's hidden behind there. And I've got up and down, so this one really does need to be diagonal because otherwise it'll be, well, like that colour. I don't like that. Get the ones I don't like out and then I'll use them. I like that dotty one. But I don't like this. It's a bit bling. Bling! And it doesn't matter that they're crossing over because we'll be working over the top like that. That's dodgy. I just wanted to make sure that when I draw the lines it's 2. Okay, so right, okay. Am I in and out? Oh, goodness me. Right, it looks so confusing, I know. But the first one I'm going to do is the front ones, okay? Or is it the back ones? No, it's the back ones. It's the back ones. Right, okay. So you're almost masking, you're just masking the areas off a little bit so that you can concentrate on the ones that you need to. So just pull off the tape if you want, because you can get it back on. Oops, sorry. Right. So got that, got that, got that. There. This, you know what? The heat, it's crazy because it's making it really difficult. But the heat will do that to tape. It just stops it from sticking. So, right, so I'm doing this one, okay? So I'm going to go in with a pen because I'm not messing about, and I'm just going to go. So I'm going to put a zigzag in there. Keep that down. I don't want to draw a line. I want to be using the tape as the edge. So I'm using very simple patterns like that. So I'm almost drawing on the tape. Oh, it's the same shape. Do you know what? I didn't realise it's the same shape as the tape. So I'm just going to the edge there. So we've got that one there. And then I've got it everywhere, on my elbows, on my knees, you name it. So here I'm going to put in another one, but it won't be as big. Keep that tape on. So here we've got, I'm using, you see, a very old pen, so I'm a bit concerned it's going to be a bit, oh, that's better. So I'm using a fine Sharpie now. I'm just going to put in those lines again, so they're, there we go. So we've got that one in now. And then the next one, I'll put one there. Okay, and then the next one we'll do similar. We'll just do and it's only a small area, so I can do this. So we've got some checkerboard going on there. Now there's a reason I'm doing this, because I really need to calm. I have a great machine now that I've been using for a while, and it's changed my life. I'm going to be open to, let other people know what it is soon. And I've been adoring it, and it's really made a difference to me. So yeah, and that has made a huge difference. And now that I can just, when traumatic things happen, I can just sort of go straight to my alpha stem, and then you know, it allows me to settle down. So there's the first one done in the background. So I'm going to do this one now. So I'm going to look for some other patterns, because although we want as many patterns as possible, we've got to remember that of where they are. So I'm going to put in, I had all my patterns done before in my sketchbook. Let me just go back and get my sketchbook. There we go. I'd show you guys, but it's got new drawings in it, so I can't. So this is quite angular, so we need something that's maybe like rounded. So I'm going to go with like that, a round sort of shape. Like that. And then I think I'll just put line and dot. Then here's that one back. I'm going to do like that, hatching, and then I'm enjoying this. I hope you're all staying safe in this weather, because it knocks people for six, and you know, if you're not ready for it, it doesn't like me, this weather. So I'm looking for another wavy one now, so I might do so if I do that one first and then just put in those, and then the second one can have dot. Oh, third one, second one can have dots, and then the third one can have lines like that. Get it? And then here so we've got some pattern. So because we've got some depth here, I'll add some here, maybe just, and then the last shape is, it's got to be behind this, so it can't be anything like these, so maybe a circle will work. So we've got circles there, lines there, which I might just go again on. So we've got that one, and that one done. Okay, quite like that. That one and that one are in front. Oh, this one. Oh, this one as well. So quite like this one. We could do something quite nice with this. So we'll do like a zigzag. Some like that. This is just a crossover. So dark, light, dark, light. No rhyme or reason with it. I'm hoping I'm still around, you know, because I can't see any comments, but I hope you're all okay. So I'm going to do similar. can't do a checkerboard, so I'm going to do circles, but do them closer together like that. Get me? Hey, brilliant! Oh, that's brilliant, True. Right, so get that one, and that one. Maybe we could do another one that's down here or up here. I'll do this one first. So let's, in fact, what I'll do is I'll use these on this. That's better. So there, I'm just going to put in the little lines like that, because otherwise you won't see it. I'll move that back. And then in here, we'll put some different lines in. So I know I've changed the lines, but I really don't care. So I've done that. The only problem is it's too similar to that, isn't it? So now what I need to do is just put in some dots. And the dots, hopefully, will give it that pointillism, you know, a bit of shading, although I've done it on the wrong one. That's right, because that's on top of that. Yeah, that's right. So here, and there, like that, and then so I've done some like wiggly lines. I just make this up, you know. And then here we've got we'll do that. So we'll look at this, we'll look at that. So I'll do a wiggly line that way. Keep that on. We've got that there, a bit there, a bit round there, because that's it behind that. Okay, so that and that. So we need this one now, which is in the front. So it's kind of a bit scruffy, this, so I'm just going to put this in. So I'll just look at where those lines were and put some of these back in now over here. That's in the front. That's in the front. That's in the front. Okay, so we need to be aware of what is around it and aware of what we need to make sure that we're not sort of overcrowding the pattern. So I'm just going to put in here some lines there which just denote a little bit of shading to bring that out, and then I'm going to put in some, quite like the idea of it being like that, and then so we're bringing in pattern, and then this one we could do across. Like that, some circles. There, so we've got some circles in here. We need another one, so we've got circles and lines, so maybe if we do it keep that like that, and then we'll do what we've got here. Like that. Okay. Right, we'll do the front one. Hi, Marcia. Marcia, it's kicking everybody out. You've got it. It's just a nightmare. So the answer to your question is, it's the same problem for everybody. You've got to go in, accept, remove, and it's just crazy. I had to do it 3 times today. For some reason, Facebook and YouTube have fallen out. Sorry, StreamYard. So here I've got this. I'm going to put in this big one here because I want to keep that at the front. I've got another one there that I could do. So I'm just going to put in some dotted lines around there. Excuse me, just to give it that. Let's look at some nice patterns now. So, I could use this, couldn't I? So I've just marked that out there, and then the centre of it there. So we've got the same sort of pattern, but it's same sort of what's it called? Divisions, you know. So I'm looking at this now, and I'm going to put in some they're like eye shapes, or seed shapes, or any shape you want. Okay, so we've got that there. I might just run in another line there, because there we go. So then it's a round one. So maybe by drawing over the top of the tape, it gets a nice shape there, you know, pattern underneath. So next one is we've got chevrons and circles, so it looks like we might need okay, let's try this. So it's in the front of that one, so it's diagonal, or yeah. And then let's put in here like that there. So we've got that there, that there. Do we need any more? Maybe not, because I'll go over the top, won't I? So I've got this happening. Oh, I know what I need to do. Sorry, guys. I get my white pen now, and I'm just going to do where the light's coming from. So the light's coming left to right, and all I'm going to do is do the top ones, you see. So I'm adding white to the opposite side, so just a little bit in the pattern, and only on the top really. So trying to introduce light without overpowering it. Like that. Get me? And then some dots there. Now, I've never done this before, so if it looks dodgy, then I'm sure that with a bit of practice, I'll get it a bit better. But at the moment, that's what that front one looks like. So I pick another front one, which is this one, and I can start to put in some little like that, and then circles in circles. Like that. So we've got circles in circles and like that. So this one here will have the dots here because that's where I want the light to sit. So where we put the dark would be the light, it would be depth, and where we put the white would be the light. So I'm just going to add it a bit here as well because it's showing up there. There we go. Like that. Just add a bit. Okay, so we'll have a little bit here, not too much. I might add some more around here just to see. That's a little bit. I might just, if that checkerboard was on the top, I probably would have coloured it all in, but because it's not. So I'm just going to put in, oh, no. There. Like that. Top one. Maybe not that one yet. We'll do this one here. So like that. And now this is like a seaside picture to me. I would add some more, you know, little bits of like a picture or words, or it could just say summer or whatever you wanted. Here I'm just adding a little bit of light there, and then bring that around. So I'm just going to run in a tiny bit of a white line, just the edge like that, so you can see it's, I didn't want to do it at the top because if you do it at the beginning you've got nowhere to go then if it doesn't look right. So just a little bit there, and this is quite dark here, but I'll just put a couple of dots. Right, so now I'm going to take everything off and rub it all out. See what we get. And you get all the sections as well. because I've took, you know, the masking tape there and I've taken it off now, so it's revealing the shapes underneath it. So this could be used as the front of a card, or, you know, anything really, if you wanted to. You just, all you're doing is doing your moodling, you're doing a pattern, you're creating like wonderful patterns, really simple patterns. There's nothing tricky about it. And now I'm just going to go in with a tiny bit of pencil, because the pencil will help, really help it, I think anyway, just to give it a bit more depth. So and just where things are in front and behind, just too big. You don't need a lot of this because it's great. It's going to show, it's craft card, it will show up quite nicely. So where anything is on top of something else, it creates a little bit of depth like that. And then I'm just going to do so it's just in the background like here. So it's like positive and negative drawing. So can you start to see how it builds up? Right, I'm thinking that I'm not really in a lot of places now, so I'm wondering whether I'm just going to see. I'm live there, live there, live there. Well, still live. So just going to put in a little bit of shading, nothing too special, because I don't want to colour the white pen. And then I'll just go on with a clean that up. It's on top. Clean that edge because that's on top. So anything that's on top will obviously be lighter. And then that's it. So we've got that. And then the last thing I'm going to do is just put a line round, just to give it a little bit of texture around the edges. So I'm going to go back in with a no, you don't have to do the whole square if you don't want. You could just do the pattern in like that. So all I'm doing is a little bit of noodling this way. And then just seeing how it lies, because I might not favour doing all of it, I might just favour a little bit. Excellent. I think sometimes though, when you go with it in a in a pen, you'd be amazed. It's so freeing because you have to go with what it is. You have to just go with what it is. You can't, you know, you haven't got any options to change it. I quite like that on one side, but I'm just wondering whether I just pull it out a little bit. Just wondering whether it needs more. But I quite like the idea of it being like sun, sea, and I had a lovely day at Whitby the other day. You know, we're having some more days out. I'm at the studio on Sunday. With some global fun, which is the Golden and Sennelier brands. I think it says Golden on the sheet, but I don't think it is. I'll have to see when it's opened up. Okay, so there we go. We've got our pebbles on the beach. It could be a great scrapbook page, this, because it's, to me, it's like, you know, put the sandcastle picture there, or, you know, somebody having an ice cream or something, or whatever. It could even be Easter eggs if you wanted it to be, but I'm just going to rub that in. I don't want the heavy lines. Because this has got such a tooth, this paper, it allows you to do blending that would be difficult to do on white paper. So again, I'm going to go back on to the white areas or the lightest bits where that I just pick this off again. So I'm actually drawing with the rubber now, or the eraser, whatever you want to call it, by taking the graphite off. So we've got a little bit of you know, pattern, a little bit of depth being applied there. Now, absolutely love that. So I just think it needs, though, to be finished with a little bit of a, not all over. Sometimes I just, well, you know I do. I go right over the top with it, and before you know it, it's like a dog's dinner. But that's me. That's how I do it. So I'm just going to put in some nice little simple lines like that there. Put 3 there. 3 there. Like that. Make me laugh this, because it'll suddenly become somebody's range. Always does. Never ceases to amaze me. Never. So here I'm going to check this out, because I think it's pencil. It could be pen. I'm not too sure. Oh no, it's pencil. So there we go. We've got I know it's just me and you, Trude. Oh well. Poor you. But I've really loved doing that, because it's something I've never done before. You know, and there's lots of different ways that you could do this now. You could add depth to one side like that and make them a little bit darker, or just, you know, like that. Oh, I love it. Just go with the flow. Go with what you want to do. If I've given you the recipe, sorry, the ingredients, you've got the recipe. So I've done an hour, which not bad for an hour, is it? We do quite a lot us when we get together. I will be back over the weekend. I've got to make sure that I'm not, you know, in annoying anybody else, because I do know we've got some lives coming up. but I'll try and drop in whenever I can. My Patreons will be getting a private lesson, and although I'll still be doing lives, I will, I'm afraid, be concentrating more on my Patreons so that they get the benefit of support from me, the benefit of my gratitude. So yeah, I think it's only fair, don't you? So yeah, so if you want to become a Patreon, that's amazing. But I'm not doing it for you to become one. I'm just doing it so that my Patreons do get more out of their donations for me. I really do appreciate it. So yeah, so it's holiday, sunshine, beach, rock pool, searching, crabbing. Although I'm not condoning any of it. I'm just saying it's memories for me. Because I didn't really do much. Being a Manchester girl, you were lucky if you got out of Manchester. Where I live now would have been a day out now when I was a kid. It would have been a day out coming up here. So yeah, I'm going to love you and leave you. And I will hopefully see you next week or weekend. Bear with if you can watch me on telly. But my Patreons will be seeing me very shortly, and hope to see you. And remember, if you are doing a live in the group, if you click on the link I set up, you can actually download your video, save it to our Jama tube, and then it's there forever. So thanks. Take care, and stay calm in the seat. See you later. Bye.